Hey guys, it's your boy, and instead of another fucking intro, let's get into this theory analysis. Now, in chapter 380 of Toriko, we saw how Toriko's white demon came out, and it was not just a threat to Acacia, but it pretty much gave Acacia an ultimatum. Not just that, but looking at the battle in chapter 373, 374, Toriko's blue demon was going hand in hand with Acacia Neo. And not just that, but in that fight after Blue Demon and Neo Acacia hit fists, God comes in and then God attacks Neo Acacia, and then that's when Acacia gets torn through the earth. You know, all the tongue attacks. And originally when I read that, I was just like, whatever, God's getting in there. But no, afterwards I then realized that's not what happened at all. Look at these panels. What actually happens is when Toriko's blue demon comes out, God is interested, and then God goes in for a bite. He goes in for a taste. Okay, guys, so check this shit out. So, fucking Toriko takes a bite out of Neo, and then Blue Demon comes out, and Blue Demon's fucking up Neo. He's fucking up Neo. Look at this shit, guys. I hope you guys can see this stuff properly. Yeah, basically, look at this. Look at this massacre. Brace yourself, hang in your pants, Toriko. Hits him with that blue spit. That's really important because the blue spit hits, you see a global explosion from the blue split. Acacia doesn't know who Blue Demon is. I don't either. Like, what the fuck's going on there? Their powers are equal, at least. I think Blue Demon's stronger, but maybe not. No. Acacia goes in for a gourmet, I don't know, looks like a gourmet punch, guys. And then, look at God. This tongue comes out of nowhere, and look at God. And God's happy. And you can see God licking his tongue. He's hungry too. And now God specifically goes for Acacia. I thought God accidentally hit Acacia. No. God specifically goes for Acacia. And he doesn't just go for Acacia. He goes for Acacia because so much he goes in through the earth. He goes all the way through the earth for Acacia. And what is he after? He's after something. He really wants that. And he doesn't find it. And he's a little upset because he doesn't find it. And then Toriko's fighting God again, right? But no, he's going after the blue spit. It's because blue spit from Blue Demon was this new flavor. The God is like, what is this new flavor? I need this new flavor. Anyway, guys, I just needed to show you that because it's kind of a big deal. Now, this is important because I think the same thing happened in 380, where on page 4 of 380, notice how God goes in, he notices Acacia and Toriko, and then he goes in for the tongue attack. And then it looks like Acacia like yells at his tongue and it blocks him. But look at God's eye, and there's like kind of an exclamation mark. Well, not only could a voice, I suppose a voice could deflect God's tongue, but really I don't think that's what happened. No, I think God realized that was the white demon, and he was like, holy heck, I need to get out of here. I can't go in on that, right? But the other thing is, if you look at the white demon, he's barely awoken. He's half asleep still. I think that he was able to wake up a little bit, in part due to eating Neo, putting Neo on Toriko's meat dish, right? That's what everybody's been saying, and I think there's some truth to that. Because I looked it up, I was very curious about this. If you look at these panels, even the blue demon is scared of the white demon. Plus the fact that Earth Food doesn't do anything for the blue demon, so why would Earth Food do anything for white demon? So I think white demon, he's too strong to come out right now. I do think he's going to come out later. He might come out soon, within 5 or 10 chapters. I don't think that Toriko is strong enough to come out right now. Plus there's no food that would really bring him out. Now, he did come out a little bit, and I thought this was really interesting because when White Demon originally woke up, when Toriko ate the Ogai, when Toriko smelled the Ogai even, he didn't even eat it, he just smelled it, then the White Demon woke up, and Toriko's Blue Demon was like, wow, even I'm scared of this guy. And we've seen how strong Toriko's Blue Demon is. This is the guy that went punch for punch with Acacia, and he didn't care. He was like, let's go, let's do it, let's go for it. And he was scared of White Demon. So White Demon has to be pretty fucking strong. Plus Neo was terrified of it, and I explained that in my video why I think White Demon is the king of the White Universe, king of the third universe that predates the Blue Nitro, and where I think the White Nitro reside. In that video I said how Neo was too scared of White Demon in a sense that you would normally not be scared of. Because in this manga, we haven't really seen characters being able to sense another character's power level being stronger than them. So why was Neo able to do that over Toriko's white demon? It's because he must have known him in the past. We've seen how demons have seen each other throughout the history of life. Because demons don't die, demons can't die unless they're eaten by Neo, because then they go nowhere. For example, it looks like Sunny's demon, it looks like Toriko's red demon and Dawn Slime, it had killed Neo at one point. I mean, all these people do know each other. But white demon, they don't really know much about. Plus, with white demon's power. The other thing about the Ogai is that it's foods and its tastes from unknown and extinct worlds. So it's not too unlikely that this Ogai was from had food that was palpable for white demon. And that's actually especially important because where they got the Ogai was actually in a treasure trove of food and treasure within the octopus right when they went into the gourmet world. And that's important because that was likely put there by the Blue Nitro. Likely, but what if it was put there by someone who predated the Blue Nitro? What if the Blue Nitro understood stuff about the white universe? What if one of the gourmet nobles, one of the Blue Nitro, was actually a white Nitro or something? And what if he actually put that there? The other reason I think Blue Nitro is going to come out is because if Toriko eats God, that's good, and maybe that will give maybe that won't be able to sustain white Nitro, right? It's not the right kind of food. And maybe even it's not the right kind of food for Blue Nitro because air wasn't the right kind of food for Blue Nitro. Why would God be? But even if God is not, I think it would still give Toriko the correct stamina in order to use red and use Blue Nitro for an extended period of time or even permanently. Now here's my theory. I think that Neo comes from the Blue universe. I don't think Neo comes from the white universe. A lot of people have been theorizing that Neo does come from the white universe, and it is very possible, and it might align with my theory too. Another thing with Toriko eating God and then his white demon come out is that Toriko's white demon did not wake up when Toriko ate the full course. His white demon only woke up when he ate the Ogai, right? So why would eating God do anything for the white demon? Again, there is sort of a continuity error there. But for Blue Demon to come out, it makes enough sense to me. But there's loopholes in your theories. None of this makes any sense. Well, I agree, actually. And it's like the characters don't really understand what's going on either. In fact, I'm going to go even farther and look at the text. Like, the Blue Nitro don't even know what's going on. I mean, you see on this page, even the Blue Nitro himself says that gourmet cell demons don't eat other gourmet cell demons because they're incompatible. And in the worst case, they would explode. So they really don't eat each other. And that's why... But then Toriko takes a bite out of Neo, and they go on to say that sometimes it does happen when there's a strength difference, right? But then Toriko takes a bite out of Neo, and he clearly works. It's fine, and he liked it, and his demons seem to like it too. And so then you have to really wonder, like, what the fuck? So the Neo Nitro were confused. I was a little confused by that, but I think it was just really cool. And actually, I do think, and I think a lot of people think. That hand, that arm that Toriko has when Acacia knocked him aside, Neo's arm, yeah, he's going to eat that. I think his white demon's going to come out of that. I think his blue demon's going to come out of God, and I think his white demon's going to come out of that hand of Acacia that he ate. And that's the other thing is I think when we saw white pop up like that and his head, that was not because of anything that he's previously eaten. That's because of taking a bite out of Neo, his meat dish. And I would say that's especially true because when Toriko originally sniffed the Ogai and his white demon woke up, the Blue Demon says, that guy, he would run a train. And not just run a train, but if that guy came out in any way, Toriko's body would not be able to handle it. But clearly he did, and something must have happened since then. And it wasn't Acacia's full course. It was Toriko's full course, and part of that full course is Neo, Toriko's meat dish. So yeah, I mean, kind of a lot going on here, and actually I'm making several videos on this because I think it's so interesting. There's a lot going on here, but basically I think Toriko's Blue Demon is going to come out in 381. I think that also, I didn't say anything about this, I think Acacia is going to wipe the floor with the 8 Kings. I think their bouts, for the most part, is going to be settled. And then I think Toriko's Blue Demon is going to come out, and I think that's going to be pretty interesting. Wait, you guys thought it was over? You guys thought this prediction was done? It's already 20 minutes long, and it's not over. Maybe it's only 10 minutes after I edited it. I don't know. But basically, here's the thing with Toriko's Blue Demon, and another reason I think God is actually going to allow Toriko's blue demon to come out. Now, Toriko's white demon has 3 scars, and those match the scars, and we know that is also important because Toriko's white demon was his first demon, right? But check this out, his red demon also has a lot of characteristics with himself, such as the sniffing, the smelling. We learned that when Gigi was talking about his demons. But what are the characteristics of his blue demon? I don't really see any, but there are characteristics. His blue demon is blue, which is supposed to be his original hair color instead of black. Also, check this out, Froze's gourmet demon looks almost identical to Toriko's blue demon. So why does that matter if Toriko's blue demon is not even from this universe? Well, I theorized several weeks ago that Froze is actually Toriko's mother, Toriko and Starjun's mother, and there's actually quite a bit to back that up. It's actually not completely unfounded. And check this out, if those 2 demons are very physically similar, maybe Toriko and Froze actually are related. And so that would tie into why Toriko's blue demon looks like he does, and the characteristics are lacking in Toriko's physical features. Now there's even more to it. Froze is cooking God. I mean, Komatsu is cooking God, but with the help of Froze's gourmet demon. We saw that in the Blue Grill arc. So if after Toriko eats Neo's arm, he's going to go eat God, right? But then he's going to interact with Froze, obviously, or maybe he'll just interact with Komatsu, but then Froze is still there. So Froze's demon and Toriko's blue demon are obviously going to have an interaction. And that's why another reason I do think Toriko's blue demon is going to come out in 381. I think we're going to see some good combat with Toriko's blue demon. I think Toriko's blue demon is going to be wrapped up pretty soon. And then I think we're going to go straight into Toriko's white demon right after. Anyway, guys, that was a mouthful. And honestly, these predictions, I'm not 100% sold on them. There are some loopholes in there. And there's a kind of a lot of story going on. I had to do a lot of recap because I've noticed I've been getting a little rusty. So I did some recap. And actually, I've got to say that I like where Toriko's story is at right now. I think it's incredible. And there's so many mysteries. And so I'm going to do a bunch more videos on just everything Toriko related in the future because I'm just so excited for this stuff. Anyway, guys, peace out of here. Peace out of here, guys. And actually, guys, I'm going to leave you with, I know, guys. You ate the full course. You ate your hors d'oeuvres. You ate your dessert, but you're still a little hungry. Well, I got the serving for your appetite. I think center is white nitro.